So Bernard, it's ended up as a defeat here at home to your former club in Spennymoor. What did you make of today's action and the affairs out there?
Obviously they've took their chances, we haven't. They look like a side that knew exactly what they were doing. They executed what they came here to do. They play for moments, they got the moments and they executed them. This is as straightforward as that for me.
In terms of the elements of what you saw from our lads out there on the pitch today, what have you got to say on our lads' performance there?
I think it's hard for me to stand there and say that in terms of performance, we've played a lot worse than won. So in terms of trying to get it right, get that balance right and answer the question without, take the emotion out of it, I thought it was an unbelievable performance first half. And it's bizarre because I said at half time, I can't keep standing in front of the lads and giving them credit for something that we expect out of them. I said, we've recruited this team, we haven't inherited one single player. Every single football player at this club is who we've brought to the table or we've retained. So, there's sometimes excuses in terms of players not being available, players being suspension, having to play players out the wrong position. We don't do that excuse culture. What I seen today was more than enough to beat that Spennymoor team. However, we didn't do. And we asked the players the questions because I need the answers. We've worked so hard in training. The information, small details, not massive details, that gets passed on to the players, in my opinion, is the right information. We knew exactly how Spennymoor would set up today, not in terms of personnel, but shape, where the threats were. And first half, I felt like we sort of made them look really, really average. They'll take that probably. That's what they probably come to do. No disrespect to them, but you've asked me a question. Performance, very good. We look good, in my opinion. But looking good and winning a game of football are two different things. And unfortunately, you judge off results, not performance. And it's always nice to play really well and win. We played well last week, lost the game. I'd say for 60 minutes, we've played really well today and lost the game. So maybe we need to go away and look at in terms of finding a way to win ugly. And not change what we are, because we're a good side and we believe in what we do. However, we know how tough this league is, and like you say, I stand there as one of the managers and tell you that we've played well for the second week running and lost again, people can question that. Not that I really care what people think, but for me, we've just got to continue to do what we're doing, but take our chances. We've got to take our chances, because if you don't take your chances, then what chance have you got? And without digging any players out, because we've spoken there, we've got 4 centre forwards at the football club, and arguably a 5th in Anthony Dudley. They've all played good minutes, they've all had chances, but we've only had 5-6 shots in 2 games, and that's quite alarming. That tells me that the opposition have defended really well, restricted us and stopped us doing what we want to do, and credit to them. But disappointed, massively disappointed. Pitch is amazing, everything's right for the players, everything's right for us, but we've got to move on.
In terms of trying to, I don't want to necessarily say fix these kind of errors in terms of creating chances, scoring goals. I don't think it's a fixable thing. It's just you either have it or you haven't got it. What's the reason why we haven't got it at this minute in time? People
will use excuses that we're only 2 games in. We won't use that. I think today, last week, it's that old chestnut, they're full time and they do this, they do that. We were unlucky. Today you play against the Spennymoor side that got some big names in that team. Play for moments, and I said moments. You've got arguably the best number 9 in the league, and has been for the last 10 years. We've managed him, we've coached him. Basic, simple information passed on. He'll look to drop off. He plays percentages. He's unbelievable. And over the 2 games with Spennymoor, i.e. last season today, he scored 4 goals against us. Should Richard do what he'd done for the penalty? No. And should we have been tighter for the first goal? Yeah. That's just the basics and the fundamentals of football. He'll cheat. He finds areas of the pitch where people think what you're doing there, but he gambles, he plays percentages, and he gets his rewards, and hence the reason he's been one of the best number 9s in this league, or the best number 9 for the last 10 years. If Glenn Taylor doesn't play today, do we win? I don't know. It's hindsight. But what they've done, they've come up, they've set up really well. Tight, narrow, compact, and again, play for moments, and they've been rewarded, and to them it looks like an unbelievable performance and result.
Obviously, looking ahead now, works up on Tuesday night. Is that a good thing to have a game so quickly to respond?
Well, you get the opportunity in 72 hours to turn it round, and if you pick up, you get a win Tuesday night. I'm not saying the 2 games prior to that I've forgotten about, but you're off and running. We need that win. You know, we pride ourselves on trying to have good home form. We lost the first game of the season. You know, this time last year we was a point better off. We'd like to think we was getting stronger, which we believe we have. And I think people's opinion on us will be, yeah, they're a good side. We'll wash our hands with that now. We need to find a way to win. We need to start taking our chances. We need to manage the game better. Lacked urgency at times, but we control the game. All the things that most managers will say. I'm being honest, I don't make excuses. As good as we were, we lost the game. What can we do different Tuesday night, or what can we do different next Saturday? Well, the same things, but just take our chances and don't make silly decisions off the ball. And with that, you at least get a point.